Join here. How, how do I get send a request? Okay, view request. There he is. Waiting for Carlo. Hey,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
how you doing?
Good in yourself?
Let me ask you a question, Carlos. Have you done these lives a lot before, or is this your first time?
I've done it. No, this might be my first Insta live. Yeah, it's my first
Really?
time.
And
Yeah,
that's your caliber that you work in so many projects.
no, this is my first Insta live. I mean, I've done Zoom meetings, of course, but my
Yeah.
first Insta live. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, it's so awesome to have you on KITV. We're going to be launching officially on Saturday this bilingual platform along with the series Bros, and Carlos is the main star on Bros. And we're very happy to have him. I've known Carlos for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Admired him as an actor, and he has this thing for comedy. I mean, you've seen him in Parks and Recreation, Real Rob. Was 90210 considered a comedy, Carlos?
No, not from my role.
Or is
That was
that more of like a teen drama?
that was more of a teen drama. I think 30. That was my first theatrical audition that I booked. My first one ever, and my first one that I booked. And I was 31 playing a 21-year-old. So it was drama there. I was giving
Oh my
alcohol
God,
to
but you
him.
look like you're 20. Who knows
Yeah,
how old you are? We don't want to know, but you
yeah.
look like
You
you're
don't want to know.
20.
But yeah, it was a dramatic episode where I had to give where I gave alcohol to an underage girl.
Uh-oh.
But you know what?
Don't
My
do
scene
that
was
in real
cut.
life, guys.
Never in real life, never. But my scene was cut. My scene was cut
Oh, wow.
because the director felt like it didn't work with the pace because right afterwards, if I remember correctly, the main star of the show, she gets on a car, she starts hitting and banging on a car, and it just didn't. They said it just didn't make sense with the tone that they were going for. So it
Wow.
happens. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, but you've been at it for a while. I was actually today on your IMDb. You have a lot of credits,
I
and you have
do.
a lot, and you know what you even have more of? Like all these credits of movies that are either going to be released or you're going to be working on, huh?
Yeah. So there's like a good or three or four. I will say that I haven't worked on it yet because they're with the whole pandemic, everything stopped. So now they have to like redo everything. So there's a good three or four that are like that. But yeah, I looked at my IMDb not too long ago as well. And I was like, oh wow, I don't remember these and
Eso.
these. I'm like, oh shit, I'm still signed up for these. So yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm very excited about, for all of you guys joining us. Hi everyone, welcome. Hi
Hello, hello.
everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're here. We're live. I'm Mailen Calienes. This is Carlo Mendez. And this weekend on Saturday, we have a premiere of the launch of KITV and a series that Carlo starts in called Bros. We're very excited, and you could join us for free. There's a link on my bio on at KITV that you could click and register. Do you have a link on your bio too, Carlos, or where could they find yours?
Yeah, I have a link on my bio. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a link on at what's your Instagram, Carlos?
It's at C Mendes 78.
Yes, at C Mendes 78. Make sure you follow him because he's an amazing actor.
Thank
And
you.
then there's a link on at KITV. Click on that link and register to join us this Saturday for a free event. It's just 1 hour, 3 p.m. Pacific time. But Carlos is amazing in this series. It's a comedy. So tell me, Carlos, how comfortable do you feel like with comedies? Because you're really good at
Well,
it.
before I answer that, I do want to tell everybody that they're watching. Again, Maylin touched on the subject that we've known each other for a long time. Maylin is one of the hardest working people I have ever met in this industry. She's gonna have her own studio one day. She's gonna have her own projects that she's gonna be greenlighting. I call her Oprah Tyler. This woman is such a hardworking woman. My admiration to you, honestly. I can't say it enough. And all the times you're such a hardworking woman. This industry is you're gonna prevail so much in this industry that that's why I'm calling you Oprah Tyler because you are gonna be a combination of Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. I'm telling you, I thank you so much for working as hard as you do to help me and other actors and friends and stuff like that. I really, really admire you. So thank you.
And I
Now,
always appreciate the love, Carlos. Seriously, I was very excited to be able to write this series with you in mind because I really wanted to work with you for a long time,
yeah,
right? Because not
thank you.
only are you a handsome guy, but you're such a sweet soul and a good person. He's truly a very humble and good person, and he's super talented. And I've told him many times he has this thing for the comedic. He has a comedic sense about him, and that's what I love and I specialize in. So I'm like, I can't wait. I'm like, I have to, I was excited to like come up with this idea and think of you first and foremost to be a part of it. And you're working on all different types of shows, including big shows all the time, but you decided to do this with me, and I'm very
Yeah.
appreciative of it. And every time I see an episode of the ones that we shot, I'm like just like in awe, because first and foremost, to me it's so beautiful to see a Latino leading a show, someone like you have worked a lot, but I'm sure that the majority of the roles you've done are probably usually supporting, right?
Yeah, correct.
In in TV shows that you do, and it's your time. I mean, I've told you this many times, it's your time, and I really hope that whatever comes out of Bros, I really hope that you all look at Carlos's performance and think about him in other roles and in other leading roles. Carlos and all the other Latin actors that we have, that we try to put in these leading roles that deserve that shot and that opportunity, because when you see Bros, you'll see that he's a leading man and he's able to carry that show each and every single episode. And
Thank
that's
you.
important. And he does it with comedic sensibility, which is very difficult. Not everyone has a comedic sensibility, and he's so good in that. So how comfortable do you feel playing a bro?
So, I love the comedy aspect of it because I can be goofy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, maybe sometimes they don't take me seriously as a comedic actor. The conundrum there, but it's just I get to be goofy. I get to let loose, and in comedy, there isn't there are no rules. I mean, there's steps, but there's no rules. You can really go as big as you want to. And some of my favorite actors, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, comedic actors. But I just feel comfortable. It's easy to be for me. It's easy to be serious and just look at somebody and say, why did you do that to my mother? But and make somebody feel that's fine. But to make somebody laugh, genuine laugh, and be goofy and funny and not care, I think that's special. And then there's something special about making people laugh. I just
Yeah.
love hearing the laughter of people. So I've always felt comfortable with that. And I want to take it as far as I can when it comes to comedy.
Have you ever seen any of the episodes of the Actors Studio where they interview the actor and they go deep into like, their process and all that stuff? Have you ever seen any of those
Yeah,
episodes,
yeah.
Carlos? One of the questions that they always ask is, what is your favorite sound, or something like that, or your
Hmm.
word, or something like
Yeah.
that. And you just said it right now. Like, I always think about those questions, and I'm like, if anyone was ever to ask me that question, I would say that my favorite sound is the sound of laughter, you
Mm.
know, because that's why I love comedy. I love seeing, like, I love seeing people smile. I love seeing people laugh. And 2020 has been such a interesting and difficult year for so many people. This is why this is so important for me, for Johnny Ray, who's also producer on this, to finally release Bros, because Bros to us is a shining light, and we hope that it brings smiles to your faces.
Yeah.
I know that any type of work that you do is always subjective. Comedy as well. Everyone has a different type of humor, but I think you'll enjoy Bros. Whether you laugh or not, you'll definitely enjoy these guys, and you'll definitely enjoy looking at them, because there's a lot of taking off of your shirts too, right?
Yeah. I should have gotten in better shape.
I mean, but you're in good shape. He's wearing a tank top, everyone. Actually, I have to share something really funny with you. When I was emailing people about the premiere, and for all of you guys joining, hi everyone, thank you for joining us. Make sure you join us this Saturday. Click the link on our bios at GuyTV at C Mendez 70A, and register to join us for the free premiere of Bros and KITV this Sunday. It's just 1 hour long, 3 p.m. Pacific. But someone emailed me, Carlo, when I was releasing the details for the event, and they asked me, are the guys on live, if I go check out the lives, are the guys gonna have their shirts off? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna ask them publicly, about that, and you might just want to come on live and maybe ask more like some professional questions,
Yeah. I, I have a third nipple, so and that scares people away. So I'm not
I
gonna take
know,
my
and
shirt off.
that costs a lot of money to show his third nipple. It's an extra SAG voucher, guys. So
Exactly, exactly.
it
No,
just complicates things for the producers here.
exactly.
We have to test her for COVID and all that crap, right?
Well, you know what? Believe it or not, even though I do work out and I am shy about my body, I'm not one to. I mean, I'll do it for acting and for a joke or whatever. But I'm not one to parade shirtless. You go through my Instagram, you won't see a shirtless, single shirtless pic. Tank top, yeah, it's different. That's fine. But a shirtless pic of me, you won't see that at me promoting that. At least as of right now, you won't see anything. I can't say about tomorrow, the future, whatever. But yeah, even though I work out, I don't know. I'm kind of weird and shy
No,
about my
and
body.
that's understandable. I mean, you do have a perfect body, okay?
Thank you.
I think so, right? And you shouldn't feel insecure about it. But I understand too, because you are also a professional actor. That's how you see yourself. You're
Yeah.
not the type of person that just goes out and is showing themselves off for any other reason. You do it professionally, so that's understood. And a handsome guy like that does have a good body. I mean, you've seen careers of like Matthew McConaughey, for instance. He would often take off his shirt in a lot of films. And you see that with a lot of leading actors that they were notable for like maybe romantic comedies or other types of stuff, until of course someone like Matthew McConaughey decided, you know what, I'm going to tell my agent to give me more of those dramatic roles, because I want to show people that I could also do other type of
Yes.
work. And nowadays I see that there's just like a lot of different types of actors, and social media of course is a big thing. A lot of people promote themselves as actors on social media. You know what, this is a very good question for you, Carlos. What is an actor, and what do you consider yourself an actor should be if you want to be a professional actor? What should you do, and how should you promote yourself professionally?
So that's a very good question. I don't know if there's a right answer to this. This is just my opinion on it. But be in love with the work. Know your niche. Know what you want. Know what you're going after. Um, it's. I see there's a lot of actors out there who say they're actors, but they're not. I look at their IMDb page and they don't have a picture up. They don't have any credits. Now I know that's difficult to do, but don't call yourself an actor if you're not pursuing it, if you're not going after it, if you're not, hungry for it. This entertainment industry is to me one of the hardest industries in the world. You could be the best amazing actor and never book anything. It's very very tough. You if you study to become a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, if you really study and do it, you'll become it. You will. But in acting, there's no guarantee. But you have to be in love with the process. If you're gonna promote yourself, like I've been lucky enough. I've worked hard, but I've been lucky enough where I booked projects. So like I'll book, I'll post things about that acting scenes or stuff like that, or pictures that I've been on set. And then like I like being goofy and I'll post other stuff. But promote yourself as an actor who takes his job seriously. I don't take myself seriously, but I take what I do seriously. So and it's a tough business. You got lots of ups and downs. I went a long time without booking anything, and you just have to keep working hard, keep believing yourself, keep believing in the process. Read books, attend some classes, apply, submit for acting jobs, no matter what it is. Keep going, get the experience, get the knowledge, get the exposure of it. So it's like you really have to really work hard for this. I've seen so many other actors who started out with me and have dropped out. It's tough, and I get it, but there's no number to the success. There's no, oh, it'll take 5 years, 10 years. No, you got to keep going. And for me, what else am I going to do? I have nothing else that I want to do or going to do. So that's it. This is my way to keep going.
Yeah, and I mean, I've known you already for many years, and I've seen you keep going at it, and I've seen you even grow at it,
Yeah.
professionally as an actor. Because it's kind of like you're a gym guy. You like going to the gym. I mean, our first episode of Bros is pretty
He's
much
at the gym, yeah.
at the gym. Okay, so for the new folks that are joining us, I have to say this once in a while. Make sure you click the link on the at KITV bio or at C Mendez 78 Carlos's bio, because we're inviting you all publicly and personally to join us this Saturday. You want to see Carlo performing in our series that's going to be launched. The whole entire season one is going to be launched on at KITV. And this Saturday, we're going to be showing the very first episode. It's just about 6 minutes long. Then we're going to have a conversation with the leads, Carlo, Christian, and then myself and Johnny. I wrote and directed and producer. Johnny, editor, cinematographer, producer. We're going to be on there talking about Bros, but also talking about at KITV, because through KITV, we want to give opportunities to other Latinx talent, both in front and behind the camera. We want to talk about making things on a low budget that look good. Okay,
Yeah.
so talking a little bit more about that. Also, if you have any questions for Carlo, feel free to ask, and if I
Ask
see,
away.
I'll ask him. But Carlo, this is a very difficult time for everyone, especially difficult because, like you said, our industry is very freelance, right? And right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. So the reactions that I get from a lot of
Wait,
actors,
I thought it was over.
oh yeah,
Shit, where have I been? No,
it's
just
not
kidding. Go
even
ahead.
over on Bros. We even did a pandemic episode on Bros, which was hilarious, which
Yeah.
pretty much I put together when we got into the pandemic. I had to rewrite two of my last episodes to fit these times,
Yeah.
dealing with SAG contracts, making sure that I, you know, kept the actors far away from me so I didn't have to deal with a lot of the COVID rules, right? And kind of having them all film remotely, but getting creative with the two last episodes. I had to kind of rewrite it to be able to shoot it around this time, and myself and Johnny decided to launch it right now before the holidays, just because it is humorous, it's fun, it's funny, and I feel like that's what people need nowadays. But going back to the question that I was going to ask Carlo is that, since we are going through this pandemic, it is a very difficult time for a lot of people. It's a lot very difficult for actors. All my actor friends that I speak to, they're like, what can we possibly do around this time? Have you found as an actor, how do you keep honing your craft during this time? Do you have any tips, any suggestions, or what are you doing?
Again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. Everybody's different. To me, honestly, watching a lot of movies, watching shows. It's gotten to the point that now when I watch a movie or a show, I'm like, oh my God, I could do that. I could be in that. I would have done it this way. I would have done it that way. That's me watching shows because for me, that gets so creative. I have a few acting books that I've read here and there, but I'll be honest, I get bored with reading. I get bored with reading. I even get a little bored reading scripts too. I like to be in it. I like to be watching, then thinking of how I would have done it, or scenes, or maybe even writing ideas down. I'm like, okay, like this, and like that, and just analyzing each character and observing them. That's how I've been keeping it alive, and that's what keeps me going. And just being a nerd, looking at IMDb and just seeing that there's so much work out there. There's gonna be so much work for all these actors and for all of us, but who keep going and studying hard. But that's the way I do. I just watch a lot of movies, TVs, and it keeps me going and it keeps me pumped.
Well, as a filmmaker, I do the same thing. I think watching movies and watching directors you admire, you learn a lot from that. So I could agree with that, both in front and behind the camera, even though every actor brings their own style and their own technique
Yeah.
sometimes to the game, right?
Yep.
But you've worked a little bit during this pandemic. I mean, you were in Atlanta recently filming a movie.
Yeah.
How did that
So
happen?
okay. There's two things that I worked on during this pandemic. One, a friend of mine recommended me from that I worked with 2 years ago, and they're like, "Look, we just got to get this movie done, and it's a nice little thriller that takes a place at a house," and shot that for about 2.5 weeks or so. And then for the one in Atlanta where I play a bad dad, I go to bad dad rehab. I auditioned for that back in February. And then
Wow.
March came, the whole shutdown, whatever. And then just recently, November, it picked up. Because, again, they just have to figure out how to go with it through with COVID and get a systems down. But shot that in Atlanta, my first time being there. It was awesome. It was amazing. I had so much fun. It's gonna come out for Father's Day. It's a cute, heartwarming movie. I play a father, and then I go through my struggles because I'm too nice to my son, and then I find out things about my own father who wasn't there when I was growing up, which is it's like a nice little like wow, this is what happened type of thing. But yeah, and I'm always submitting myself. I have a manager, I have an agent. I'm always submitting myself. I'm always trying to work as hard as I can. And don't get me wrong, this is not easy. I have my down days, my up days. I have days where I'm like, oh God, what am I doing? How long is this gonna take? But yeah, I just got to keep going because there's nothing else I'd rather do. And I just keep myself motivated. The nerdy side of me keeps myself motivated by reading trivia. I read a lot of trivia about actors acting, about movies, the struggles that other actors have had. Nobody makes it in this industry overnight. It takes 15 years for overnight success. You just got to make it round. You got to work hard on yourself. You got to put yourself out there. You got to embarrass yourself. You got to make a fool of yourself to be in this industry. If you look at all your favorite actors, there isn't anything they haven't done to get where they've gotten in the retrospect of like working hard, putting themselves out there. And it's a tough industry. Everybody wants to be successful, or everybody that's in this industry wants to be successful. So that's, I guess, yeah, I've gotten lucky like that. Lucky, but also I've worked hard. I really work hard, and like you said, I've matured a lot in this industry too. I don't know about 20 years ago if I would have been able to handle the success that hopefully will come for me later on if I would have done it 20 years ago now than I will later on.
All right, quick shout out to everyone that has been joining us and is recently joining us, and all the waves that we're getting. Hi, everyone. I want you all right now to click the link on our bio, either at GuyTV or C Mendez 78. Also follow him too if you haven't followed him, right? Click the link on our bios and register for our free premiere. We're having an exciting online red carpet premiere, guys. Yes.
It's free.
It's free. I mean,
What?
from
Why did
Hollywood. From
Why
Hollywood.
did I have to pay for it?
I know, exactly. They could see your pretty face for free on Saturday once again. So do me a favor, guys, click on that link and register. You do have to register because we do count tickets, and the only way you will get that link is if you register through that bright link that we have on there. It just takes 2 minutes to do that, so please make sure you register because we have a limited amount of tickets, and so each one counts. So no, I know how a lot of people are, especially Latinos. They leave things for like the last minute, and you know what, you snooze, you lose. So you make sure that you freaking register right now, my friend.
Latinos are not like that. They don't wait till the last minute.
Not at all. But Carlos, we were talking about like some of the projects that you worked through this pandemic. In fact, hello, you did 2 episodes of Bros through the freaking quarantine
Through the
pandemic.
quarantine, yeah.
He shot 2 episodes of Bros during this time as well. So let me ask you a question, Carlo. I mean, you've worked on big TV shows like Parks and Recreation, Real Rob. What other shows? I mean, because you have like so many credits. What other shows were like your favorite ones to work on?
So, Parks and Recreation, Real Rob, working with Rob Schneider was amazing. Working with Chris Pratt and Aubrey Plaza, it was amazing. I worked on Superior Donuts as well. So it's hard to say, but if I had to pick, I guess, Parks and Recreation, because I had a few episodes in there, and Real Rob, I had a few episodes as well. So those, the other ones were just like 1 episode stints. But I would have to say those were probably my favorite, and everybody was so nice. I mean, every experience is different. Working on every movie set, on every TV set is different. But if I had to pick, it would definitely be, Parks and Recreation, the Real Rob. But just completely different, experiences with it, and everybody being so amazing. I loved it. This is what I want to live for.
Of course, no, and I could always see you like living for it. But you see, Parks and Recreation was a network TV show. Real Rob was a Netflix show. Those are big shows. Yeah, you're here doing my little web series called Bros, where there's only 2 people behind the camera. That's me and Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray's pretty much the cinematographer, I'm the director and the writer, and you decided to jump on board a little project like this. And I know that you've done other smaller projects too.
Yeah.
What inspired you to be a part of bros, or like what you know, what makes you not like a diva type to just like, you know, after being in all these successful big TV shows, to not just take other opportunities also that are offered to you by independent filmmakers?
Well, I'm totally a diva. I only did this project because you're my friend and because I wanted to work with you. That's simple. No, I'm not a diva. I'm not a diva. But no, to work with you. That's it. That really is. Like I said, I admire you, how hardworking you are, how much effort you put into this industry. And I wanted to work with you. And when you told me about this, I was like, sign me up. Not a problem. You wrote it, you directed it, and everything, and it's, it's got the comedy thing, and it's close to what I'm doing, being an actor myself. So, but it was a chance to work with you and to be, and for you to guide me, help me, direct me, and to keep working. I'm still not at the point that I want to be in my career, but I want to keep working as much as I can on projects that I do like, and with friends, with dear friends like yourself. So it was just simply to work with you. That's it.
Thank you, thank you. And you know, I think it's a great idea too, just to keep working, like you said, right? Because you're it's an opportunity to continue honing your craft and to just be on it. It's kind of like going to the gym. You're a guy that goes to the gym,
Yeah.
right? And acting is like going to the gym, just like taking acting classes is,
Yeah.
you know, you kind of have to like go to acting classes, or keep working on projects, or keep doing theater. It's like going to the gym, acting, because acting looks easy. If you see a good actor performing, like when you'll see Carlos on Bros, he does it, you know, it makes it look like, you know, he's charming, he's very charismatic, but you know, he's still playing a character and he's acting and it looks seamless.
Yeah.
But that's because he puts time into his craft.
Yeah.
You know, when you see big actors that you admire, like Daniel Day-Lewis or Meryl Streep or any of the big, you know, actors, they might, a lot of people might say, oh, I could do that. Really, you can't do that unless you actually work on your craft. It's not as easy as you see it. The people that make it look easy are professionals, because they really do work hard. And like
They've
I
been,
said, I've
yeah,
seen,
they've been putting so much work into it.
yeah,
They've been putting so much hard work into being a great actor.
yeah. And you've put in so much work into being the actor that you are today. And you've worked with other actors that I'm sure that you've just like, that you admire, that you
Yeah.
see them doing that work, and just coming and being present on set, right?
Yep. It's a very tough industry. The acting is beautiful. It's the business side of it that's really really tough. And again, it's you get knocked down, you get rejected more times than you win. Everybody, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck, you pick your favorite actors. They've all been knocked down, but they kept going. It's not an easy industry. It's not an easy career, but it's worth it if you really believe in it. But we've all seen movies where like, oh my God, you forget that it's not real. We've all seen those movies for some, you get like, oh my God, it's because they put so much work into it and they work so hard and they let their creative side come out. And that's what it takes to be an actor. One of the few things that it takes to be an actor.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything that you're working on coming up next that we should all know about?
So I've had the past few days, I've had three great auditions, two of them for some big studios. So hopefully we'll see if that happens. They've liked what I did, so we'll see what happens. But as of right now, because of the pandemic, there's things that I was supposed to work on before the pandemic. It stopped. Now they're trying to pick it up again and go with that. So I would have a good another three projects that hopefully that once they figure out the whole situation with the pandemic, that I'll be able to do. But it's an everyday struggle of, all right, I shoot this film, whatever, boom, on to the next one, on to the next one, and keep going. Even big time actors that already have it, it's they got to keep working and going on to the next one, going on to the next one.
Um, okay, so before I continue here, anyone that's watching the live right now, do any of you guys have any questions for Carlo? If you have any questions, please type it in the feed, and you know, we'll have you, I'll ask that question for you. If you have any question, think about it. If you have any questions for Carlo, I'll keep kind of looking down there. Please ask, and I'll, and we'll make sure that he answers that question. But for the folks that are just joining us, we've had different types of people coming in and out, and this will also be recorded and put on our page at KITV for the people that missed it, because it's been a great conversation, you know, and Carlo has been kind of like sharing a little bit of his insight on acting. Oh, so Sunshine here, she's asking, what was your first role?
My first role, I believe, was 90210. That was my first acting role. Yeah.
Role in LA acting?
In LA acting, yeah, because I was born here in LA, raised in Miami of Cuban parents.
Uh-huh.
So in Miami, I didn't really try hard with acting. I mean, there's a couple of things I did on, you know, live television for Spanish, but it was never, you know, it's not where the industry's at. So I moved over here. I was lost for about a year and a half, trying to figure out what to do and this and that. And then my very first audition was Parks and Recreation, and I booked that. And so that was my first role that I can remember. Yeah.
Any other questions? Please ask the questions. I'll read it. What is your dream role?
What's my dream role? That's a good one.
Your dream role, yes.
My dream role, with even though I love comedy, you know what? I think it's time that we have a Latin spy, a Latin super spy. We've got Asian, we've got American, we've got British, we've got Black. Let's get a Latin, and I don't mean like make me the Latino superhero, but make me you know, Latin spy or superhero. That would be my dream role to get right now, to show that we can play anything. You know, I you know, I as an actor, yes, I have my accent, this and that, and I'm Latino, but I can play any role from anywhere. It doesn't matter. That's what acting is about. So that would be my ideal role, is to play a spy or a superhero. That right there would be amazing.
Superhero. And we talk about that actually. We talk about that in the first episode of Bros, because actually Carlo plays an LA actor in Bro, which is like, you know, really fun. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's answer another question here from QT Deanna 87. How has everything been with COVID as far as affecting auditions on sets, etc.?
Okay, so here's the thing. So right now everything's been like self tapes. So at home here, I got my little setup, and I just auditioned for that. So on set, I feel very comfortable. I've already been on set during COVID twice on productions. I feel safe because we got tested every 2 days. And then when you're not acting, you have to be wearing a mask and a face shield, and everybody around you is too. And then there's also now with SAG projects, there's a COVID team, consists of like 3 or 4 people to go around checking everybody's temperature and make sure everybody's got masks, keeping their distance, and you know, and checking their temperature, keeping their mask on, and all that stuff, and getting tested.
They're getting tested weekly too.
Yeah, not even every 2 days.
Yeah.
The one in Atlanta, I was getting tested every 2 days. It's very expensive. It's part of it. It's the system that they're working out to get through what they're going through. But I feel very safe. I feel very comfortable. Yeah, did it, and there was no problem. Every 2 days getting tested. Everybody obviously came back negative, and we did the whole shooting without a problem.
Yes, for all of you guys that are wondering how it works, because I know a lot of things and businesses unfortunately are being shut down because of COVID and because of the rise. The reason that the entertainment industry continues to work, studios could afford this. Let's be real. Maybe independent productions might not, because it's very expensive. You're adding another whole budget into your contracts, right? But studios have everything, probably even more. Like the safest place you'll be is on set, and this is why the film industry continues to work. The you know, TV shows, movies, mostly coming from studios, because they weekly, every single day, they're testing people, they're testing everyone involved in the shows, and they have COVID compliance officers on set, and they have people making sure you're wearing your mask and keeping your distance and all that stuff. So being on set is the safest place to be if you're doing it professionally. That's what Carlo was talking about. For all the people that joined, welcome. Oh, someone says Uncle Carlo looking good.
Uncle? Yeah,
I don't know. JK Matty Ice.
Oh, that's my nephew. That's awesome. What's up, Matt?
So all of you guys that are joining us, make sure you click the link on either Carlos's bio here on Instagram or my bio at KITV. Join us this Saturday for our premiere event of Carlos's show, Bros. He's the lead star in the Bros, where he plays an LA actor, guys. That's what makes
what a stretch.
That's what I was gonna ask you next. It's such a stretch. I mean, seriously.
I had to do a lot of research for that.
I wrote this for you. I'm like, I want to work with Carlo, and I made it so difficult for you. I'm giving you
Make him an actor.
I'm giving you a comedy, and I'm telling you to act like an LA actor, you know. And this is like this is like a lot of the LA actors that, you know, we go through the struggles, right, and all that stuff. So tell me, Carlo, like, how big of a stretch was this role for you? Like, what was your process? Was it difficult, or like, what did you find?
I had to go be homeless for a while.
What's that?
On the street. I was homeless for a while. I was eating out of the garbage can. It was a horrible process.
And
No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that what?
are you joking or not? So
No. No, it wasn't much of a stretch. I mean, at all. I'm an LA actor. My career hasn't taken off yet, so it was, and the way you wrote it was just easy to play. And I just took some of my experiences that I've been in, sleeping on a couch, being homeless for a little bit. Took some of those experiences and put it in there. And the way you wrote it was just seamlessly.
So rewind. You were homeless for a little bit.
I was. Even and don't get me wrong, it's not for pity. I do have family out here. A long story short, I was working out at Home Depot, and the place that I had didn't work out, and I had nowhere to go. And I'm working at Home Depot. You don't make a lot of money, so I was sleeping in my car for a while. I just didn't want to ask my family. I felt that these struggles was going to make me a better person, a better man, a better actor. And I just didn't want the easy way out of doing this. So I was homeless for a while. Now, when I say homeless, I mean I wasn't sleeping on the streets, but I was sleeping in my car, taking a shower at the gym, and working at a Home Depot. But I needed this struggle to really make me face my fears. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? And all I had to do was take care of myself. So it's not for pity. It's not like, oh my God, no, hell no. I never not once ate or anything like that, but I didn't have a place, and it was fine. And it's what I used to fuel my fire to do what I want to do in this industry.
It's the drama of life, that you put into your work. And when we change the negative into positive, look at this. You know, you were sleeping in your car a long time ago, but now you're playing a struggling LA actor, and I'm sure you're putting a lot of that experience into your work, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm still struggling. I'm still looking for work. I'm still trying to act, and that's fine. It even took me another 10 years. But that's what it is, and that's the career. That's what it is.
That's why you have to be so passionate and so driven and so in love with this industry in order to stay in this industry. Because I mean, you and I have known each other for like a long time, and we're still, baby, we're still here. You know,
yep.
How many people do we know that have left?
Yeah, a lot of people have quit, and that's okay. You know, it is what it is. But this is not an overnight success industry. It's not. It really isn't.
Going at it. So guys, if you want to see actor Carlos's fine work on Bros, where he does play a struggling actor, and maybe a lot of you could relate to it, you know, you have to check out our new series Bros. We have a whole season 1 that we're going to be launching this weekend on KITV. So on Saturday, before we launch everything, we're having the premiere of the show Bros and the launch of our bilingual channel KITV, and you guys are invited to come and join us. Click the links on our bio, either of our bio, at KITV, Carlos's bio, and register. You must register to join us for this premiere. Tickets are limited, you know, so we have to keep count on who's coming, but it's on Zoom. It's just 1 hour. We're gonna have fun. You could ask us a lot of questions there after we play the first episode, which is about 6 minutes, and it takes place, not only is he playing an actor, but it takes place at the gym the whole entire first episode.
Yeah.
Another big stretch, huh?
Yeah, huge. I had to get a trainer for that.
I know. I mean, seriously. And now, I mean, how are you handling it now during COVID? I mean, with the gyms being closed and everything, being in that bro shape, Carlos.
Wait, what do you mean the gyms are closed?
Oh, they're not? Did they reopen them?
No. So I'm going to I am going to a gym. I'm going to it's an outdoor gym that they have. So it's following all the compliances of COVID, but it's an outdoor gym, which thank God, because there was a few months there I couldn't go. But it's my release. It's my tension release. It's to go to the gym.
how does the outdoor gym work? Do they still make you wear a mask or like
Yeah.
what?
So you got stations where you can clean up the equipment. You still have to wear a mask the whole time, and everybody, is everybody who's going to gym. They understand. Use logic, common sense. You use the gym workout, leave your mask on, clean it afterwards, and then move on to the next one, and that's it. Yeah, and it's on the outside. It's covered with tent, but it's on the outside.
So, could you share with us maybe words of inspiration to everybody looking at us right now, or that is also going to look at this video afterwards? I always like to ask the people that I interview, to give us some words of encouragement and inspiration.
So mine would be what I again. This is my opinion. There's no right or wrong. It's you got to do what pushes you. Is um, have faith in yourself. A lot of people don't believe they can do it. Have faith in yourself. I doubt myself every day, but at the same time that I doubt myself. So if I doubt myself 10%, I believe in myself 20%. I always believe in myself more than I doubt myself. Don't give up. Go after what you want. Time flies. Look, I'm 42. I can't believe I'm 42. 20
Oh,
years has gone by like this,
shut
you
up.
know? It's gone by fast. Go after what you want. Go after what you love. There's no guarantee that you're gonna do it, but if you're stuck somewhere, if you're stuck at a job doing something you don't love, why not go after what you do love and see if it can happen, if you can choose, be successful at it. So don't give up, believe in yourself, motivate yourself. However, watching videos, we have so much access in the palm of our hands to research, to have knowledge. There's no excuse today to not go after what you want. And if you're not like that, that's fine. Do what you want, but fall in love with the process, be passionate, don't give up, and believe. I mean, the hardest one is believing in yourself. Believe that you can do it.
It's beautiful. And if you guys follow Carlo, or if you don't, you should follow him, because he is he does he is a very positive person, and he does push people to he also inspires a lot of people, and he likes to sometimes even share his struggles, because even him sharing his struggles inspires other people. Sometimes you connect with that, right? um
Well, yeah. So I almost rather listen to people's failures and struggles over their success. In my opinion, again, there's no right or no wrong. I learn more from struggle and failure than I do from success. Like Tom Cruise saying, "Oh yeah, I'm the most successful actor in the world." I don't learn from that, but Tom Cruise, I learned that one of his quotes is he says that every time he starts a movie, he feels as if he doesn't know what he's doing. He feels like he's lost. And if Tom Cruise can feel like that, it's okay for me to feel like that, being at the level that he's at. And then taking all these struggles of all these actors. Ben Affleck has been another actor who I love and admire, who's struggled and struggled, and he fell on the floor and did horrible movies, but came back up, sat down, wrote, directed, produced. And I learned more from the struggle and failures than success. And that's why I do talk about my struggles a lot. Like, to be honest, I'm struggling right now. I have done a couple of projects here and there, but I feel that I'm going to struggle always, and I'm okay with that, because that's going to make me a better actor, a better person, to continue in doing what I want. I don't ever want to get to the point where I say, I'm successful, I'm done. Then I have no reason to act anymore, and I don't want to feel like that. But I am struggling right now. I'm looking for more work. I'm looking for more work and creative work as an actor, and I want to keep pushing myself, because when you guys see me as an actor, I want people to say, you know what, fuck, he was great. He was amazing. That's what I want. I want it to be a believable, in the moment type of experience that I give you.
I think that you and I have that in common, because I always say, like, a lot of people, they like we spoke about, might be here for the wrong reasons, or might do this industry for the wrong reasons, and have the whole famous thing in mind. I think that the word famous is probably the word that I do not like the most, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I find that, right? But I've always said to myself, what I want to be known as, just like you, Carlo, I want to be known for my work, and I want to be respected for my work. That's
yeah,
how I always had, that has always been my mentality, to always be respected for the work that I do. I want people to look at my work,
yeah,
This is why, that's what I promote, my work,
yeah.
because this is why I'm here, right? And this is why you're here. And this is why you and I connect in that way too. So Carlo, really quickly, I want you to encourage people to join us this Saturday, but tell us also what you feel about like the whole entire season one of Bros and all that stuff. Like, why is it a
Well,
full
just to
show?
let people know that we shot that almost 3 years ago, right? Is it
We
3 years
started.
ago?
To correct you, we shot the first episode at the end of 2017, but we've
At the end,
shot
okay.
throughout these like 3 years because
Yeah.
of our schedules of all
Yeah,
of
it takes time. Yeah, something like this.
but we went through it. We made
We
it
got
happen.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
that's
so what was your question again? To share what?
so tell people about this Saturday, encourage them to be a part of it with us, and tell people why you think that they should watch Bros. The whole
So,
entire
it's something that was fun and funny to make. It's and Milena is a great writer. We got some really great actors in it, and it's just fun. It's something that takes you out of your element. You don't have to think about anything. You just watch it. It's fun. It's funny. If you pay attention, it's got its good little moments. And I really just enjoyed working with everybody on there. And it goes on the subject of like little everyday things that you see a lot in LA, specifically in LA, and other places as well. But it was just a lot of fun. And that's another thing, a key thing that I want to tell people is, have fun in the process. Enjoy, whoops, my phone. Enjoy the process, have fun with it. That's very, very important as well. But I encourage, just tune in this Saturday. I don't want to give too much away, but you're gonna have some nice little surprises, and it's just so much fun to look at and be a part of.
Yes. And just I have a compliment here from Norma Gomez. She says, Carlos, the best is yet to come for you. Keep believing. Isn't that
Thank you.
with a little
Thank you.
heart and a little prayer? And someone says, sounds like fun. Yes, you'll have fun. So all of the folks that are joining us live, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here with us today. Please, before we let you go, please, please, please go on the link on our bio on, at KITV. You could also follow at KITVs for more future, productions and shows that are going to be on here. But the link on our bio and the link on Carlos's bio, at C Mendez 78, click on that link, and you do have to register to join us at the premiere this Saturday from 3 to 4. That's 3 p.m. Pacific, meaning 6 p.m. East Coast time, 7 p.m. Puerto Rico. If any of you guys are here from all over the place watching, because we would love to have everyone from all over the place watching. We're just going to show the very first episode, and then if you like it, we encourage you to watch the whole entire season. It's 6 episodes that are up online on at KITV. They're going to be up online this weekend when we launch KITV, our bilingual platform, and when we launch the first season of Bros that was specifically made for this platform, because we are hoping to produce other shows kind of made in the same format to put on here to promote and to get other people interested, to make them bigger and shout out our our talents, our backgrounds, and all the beautiful thing about being Latino, Latinx, diverse, inclusive,
Yeah.
because that's what we're all about here.
Yep.
We're about love, and we're about inclusivity with everybody, no matter what. Thank you. Looking forward to watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I got my ticket. Perfect, guys. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, please do. Okay. So we're gonna be signing off right here. Carlos, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
part of this live with me. Mwah! Un beso a ti y un abrazo.
Ahí.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. We're gonna
Yes.
have fun with all of you guys that are joining us on Saturday. Anything else you want to say to encourage people to join us for Bros?
Yeah. All I can say is you got a nice little surprise. It's gonna be funny, and you just watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and on Saturday, you guys could most likely ask Carlo live questions.
Yeah, not a problem, of course.
Platform. So again, we're just showing the first episode, and then we're going to open it up to questions and answers with the 2 lead actors, and myself and Johnny Ray are going to be on there, the behind the camera people, and we're going to talk more about the platform and about Bros and all that fun stuff. So again, if you have not joined, click the link on our bio. Join us on Saturday, and we hope to see you there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Thank you,
Carlo.
guys. Thank you, Milen. Appreciate it. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.